And that's it. You can always email me anytime if Twitter's your thing. I'm on Twitter as well too. And I'll take any questions you got now or later. And I'll still say some land in the metaverse too, if that's what you want.
Can you describe examples of the type of information that you might share to those customer service folks that's going to be useful to them in communicating to customers? Because I feel like customers typically just want to know, when is it going to be back? And not necessarily what's the problem. I mean, they might be curious, but that might just be a curiosity. So what are some of the examples of data that you can provide to those customer service folks?
Sure. A lot of it is just good customer. It's the customer confidence, right? That we're working on it. We know what the magnitude of the problem is, and we have some sort of expected ETA on the resolution. And often we're seeing is that happens today very often in a sort of separate team, like a major incident team that's going to update a status page somewhere. And the problem is, especially when you're talking like APIs and a lot of this very interconnected world we live in, there are other engineers on the other side of that want to know like what is actually, so they can plan on their side, right? There's a cascading effect there. So we see it as, today if there's a major incident, you get a team that gets together, there's kind of a comms person that blesses the message, and that's what we'll do. So we see what customers want to do is they want to allow those individual teams to broadcast a outward-facing message. Often it'll be selected from a template, right? So here's how we're going to state these things, right? And they want that to bubble up as part of that service, right? To say, hey, this may not be a major, and where the customer confidence comes in is a major incident. Sure, I go to your status page and I can see that, but it's all the other incidents that drive my confidence down when I'm not getting a clear enough answer from what it is. So enabling those teams to communicate, to discuss in the ticket what is the outward-facing message that we're going to give to partners or whatever it is, and then also being able to often select from templates to make sure that it's kind of in the language that it would be. So it's transparency to give customers, or it's often a partnership model. It's to give those people who depend on you more confidence that you're in control, because you're giving them more visibility into effectively your supply chain. Basically, is that's the idea. And I think it's a newer concept, but it's an interesting idea of driving customer trust through deeper levels of visibility, if that makes sense.